Welcome back to the Introverted Leadership Podcast. Today, I want to share a personal reflection with my project management community. This year marks my 18th year as a project manager. I still remember the moment it all started. I was a college junior, sitting in a project management class. Something about it just clicked for me. I walked out of that classroom knowing this was the career I wanted to build. Over the past 2 decades, I've led projects of every size, scope, and complexity. No two projects have ever been the same. Each one brought its own challenges, sometimes process, sometimes people, sometimes customers, sometimes technology. But in the end, I always managed to deliver. That doesn't mean every project was exciting. Some were tough, some I felt confident and energized by, others left me feeling limited. One memory stands out. Years ago, I was assigned to a very rigorous program. On paper, it sounded impressive. In reality, my days were filled with updating reports, tracking daily progress, and producing compliance checklists. The project succeeded, but I didn't feel fulfilled. I had no space to use the skills that energize me most: building relationships, managing ambiguity, aligning stakeholders. Now contrast that with another project. This one no one else wanted to touch. It had an ambiguous scope, a difficult customer, and lots of risk, and I loved it. I leaned into structure, but also flexibility. I engaged the client early, aligned the team, and created consistency across the board. The outcome? We didn't just deliver. We generated 20% more profit than planned, setting a record in the company. Those 2 experiences taught me something important. How could I love being a project manager, but feel so unhappy in certain projects? The answer was clear. Not all project managers are the same, and not all projects are the same. Different project environments require different types of leaders. When the fit is wrong, frustration builds, even if the project technically delivers. When the fit is right, both the leader and the project thrive. So let's break it down. Over the years, I've observed 5 archetypes of project managers. The first is the executor, disciplined, structured, and detail-oriented. They thrive in environments like construction, pharma, or aerospace, where precision and deadlines matter most. But if you put them in a fast-moving startup, their process rigor could slow momentum and frustrate the team. The second is the policymaker, or the enforcer. Governance-focused and compliance-driven, they're perfect for regulated industries like banking or government. But drop them into a creative tech launch and they may come across as bureaucratic and block progress. The third is the innovator, or agile builder. Adaptive, experimental, and energized by ambiguity. They shine in startups and disruptive environments, but without discipline, they risk inconsistency or team burnout. The fourth is the strategist, visionary, structured, and business-focused. They connect execution to big-picture goals and thrive in transformations and executive-sponsored programs. But if they drift too far into abstraction, they can alienate delivery teams. And finally, the harmonizer. Empathetic, diplomatic, and people-centered, they build trust and alignment in cross-cultural or hybrid teams. But in compliance-heavy programs, they may feel suffocated and ineffective. This is why the match matters. Putting a harmonizer into a rigid program won't give the project the clarity it needs. Putting an executor into a disruptive startup might slow everything down. It's not about plugging in just any PM. It's about putting the right leader into the right environment. Project management is a leadership role, and leadership impact comes when strengths align with the environment and the challenge. That's when projects don't just succeed. They thrive. So here's my reflection after 20 years. Not all project managers are the same. Not all projects are the same. And the match between the 2 is what drives true success. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode. If you enjoyed this one, here are some resources you can check out. Subscribe to the Introverted Leadership newsletter. Listen to the Introverted Leadership podcast on YouTube. Download the free guide, 5 Strategies to Lead with Confidence, at projectscenarios.com. Explore the Introvert Leader's 4C decision-making framework on Kindle. And feel free to DM me. I'd love to hear your story. Until next time, lead quietly but confidently.